sir. We are going to start our world record with the first speaker. The first speaker already there with us, Mrs. Sharmila Ashwal. Ma'am, welcome back again. Would like to have you on board again. Can you hear me? Sharmila Ashwal,
Yes,
ma'am, over to you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. So before I, get you on board, I would like to have a small introduction. I have a quick list, but at the same time, for a time constraint, I wanted to talk about why Sharmila Ashwal is coming and inaugurating as a first speaker in this forum. It is none other than she is being awarded by the Prime Minister's Millet Woman of India. The kind of hard work has been put in, the kind of revolution has been done for so many years. Okay, I think that's where the award has come from the Prime Minister. Sharmila Ashwal, thank you very much for joining with us. She is the Director Central of Excellence, Millet Woman of India Foundation, founder of India Millet Mission, Managing Director of Good Woman by One Organic Millet Startup, incubated by Center of Excellence, IMR Central, Government of India, mentored by Prime Minister of Narendra Modi, and she also holding many posts. Water Agro Diploma at Harvard, Water Leader Governance in Policy in Singapore, Board Member of Ministry of Commerce in APEDA, Government of India, the proud daughter of soil in country. She has been celebrated by so many people in the country as a millet woman. Ma'am, thank you very much for joining with us. You are doing the marvelous work. I think I've shared your videos to all the group members across the global. They got excited. And especially for the monkey path, the information shared by the Prime Minister, which is amazing. Before to put that video into the people, I would like to have some questions on you. The first question from my side, ma'am. Entrepreneurship journey by woman, that itself is one of the toughest one. That woman entrepreneurship, how millet is coming to your mind? Number one, I'm sure you'll agree with me. Millet is the toughest, product to sell and the toughest to, product to scale up this point in time. Thanks to 2023 has given a big impact. But then, what made you to choose millet as your entrepreneur's journey? I want to listen from you, ma'am.
Well, it is not that the year 23, it's like in Bollywood, we say, ekdam jaise kya lottery lag gaya, So 2023 is a game changer for us, actually. But it's not that in 2023 or 22, we decided to be, getting into the millet or being a milletpreneur. But because I'm running NGO from last 20 years and I'm a basically agro, water, food security and nutritional expert. So even from Harvard and MIT, my specialization in agro and water. So this made me to work on the climate resilient crops. Now, millet itself is the smart crop. Like if you see Kharif and Rabi season, this is a crop which is climate resilient, smart water, carbon neutral. So I am being chartered environmentalist. For me, it matters a lot that if you compare rice, 1 kg rice, 4,000 liters actual water, but with effervescence, 9,000 liters of water for 1 kg rice. Now imagine 1 kg wheat, similar thing, the kind of soil, the kind of water, the kind of temperature, and millet is grown in 64-degree temperature. Now, as I belong to Rajasthan, Gujarat, and Maharashtra, this is my Karma Bhumi, Janma Bhumi. So bajra and jawar has been a staple food from my ancestors. So I think millet, we have grown up in millet. Like Shivaji Maharaj was eating jawar ka roti, our Rana Pratap was eating bajre ka roti, and our Gujaratis and both Mota Bhai are now in the country, heading this country, they also eat bajrani rotli. So I think we all are eating bajra and jawar so regularly. So I think this is an impact what I would like to create for a longer. And that made me to be, I think, what I am today, being a very proud milletpreneur.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Very inspiring. I want to go inspiring more and more from you. I want to share one experience from you when our Prime Minister Modi ji spoke about you as an entrepreneur, the transformation you are doing for millets in the one of the Monkey Bath is a program. We all got excited. The Prime Minister itself is got inspired by you as a woman and declared you are the woman of the India. But then the Monkey Bath, what made him to talk about you. Please, we want to hear from you, ma'am.
Like I am a Virangana from Rajasthan, where we used to, like my mother or my all the past generations used to cover our faces. So I am from a very small village in Konkan, that is in Maharashtra, but my all forefathers are from Rajasthan. So I'm from a very conservative family, and my journey has been like from unwanted girl child to the milletpreneur today. So I think this whole journey has been extremely roller coaster, extremely strugglesome, with out of millions of rejections. I mean, every day possibly. So whatever the success today, what I witness or the world is witnessing, or Man Ki Baat, I'm very glad to share that we have such a prime minister. It's pleasure that I've worked with Canada Prime Minister, Ireland Prime Minister, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, Singapore Prime Minister, but working with, or when our Prime Minister called me to Delhi Parliament, also at Man Ki Baat, and also several times I had an interaction with him at PUSA, at IRI, at the Millet Conclave, at the Global Millet Forum. Every time, I mean, I never felt he's a Prime Minister. I always felt he's like a grandfather. He would see the, like, our millet products, he took it in hand, he will observe, he will see, he will speak. And because I do speak very good Gujarati also, but at the same time he's like a grandfather, will advise, guide to not only to me, but there are all other startups also, like more than 1,000 startups in millets working now. Maximum are from South India, and there were few which are, I mean, with whom Prime Minister had communicated or had a dialogue. So this is his quality, that curiosity, zeal, that excitement, that how startups are doing, scaling up. See, in his Man Ki Baat, he has quoted Chhattisgarh, he has quoted South India, he's quoted Palkad, he has quoted, I mean, every such a small observation, startups doing all this millet work or millet farming, because we particularly working with the farmers, capacity building and cultivation of millets, and this work is being noted by him or his team, itself gives us so much encouragement and a pat on back. So this is a very unique Prime Minister India has, and we simply love it that he's like a father. And also one more thing I want to mention, on 100th Man Ki Baat, we were been invited to Delhi, and let me tell you, हिंदी में हम कहते हैं पियर जाते हैं. पियर is like मायका, a girl's parents house. In holidays, parents call girls to the home, like parents home. Similarly, we felt at Delhi, Prime Minister and the Prasar Bharati given us such a great hospitality, warm, showing us Rashtrapati Bhavan and museums and Rajghat and all these things, and making us this communication dialogue, that what is our journey and how we are doing our work. And each one we could narrate our story, and they were encouraging us. So this is like, I simply felt like a daughter who's gone to a father's place. So that is something very incredible experience from Prime Minister.
Very good, ma'am. Thank you so much. Very inspiring. We are all thinking that millet is one of the tough product to sell. Millet is not accepted by all means. Now you are breaking the myth, saying that yes, this also can be done in the worldwide. And thank you very much, ma'am. Glad to hear from you. Now I want to move on to other question, which is the millet is sufficient enough to cater the market, especially for not on domestic market? Are we sufficient enough to cater for the international market export opportunities? How do you see? You are also exporter, you're doing the export in various countries. How do you see how we are India as equipped to handle the in the requirement for the entire world? What I want to listen from you.
I am very glad that you have asked me this question, because this is a very, very important, significant, and sensitive question. We are talking so much about millets, International Year of Millets, but the reality is the cultivation, the demand, we are not able to fulfill. Now, in domestic market itself, like army, because of the recent policy, whole Indian army, millet atta has been started with the Indian army. Now imagine more than 10,000 tons of atta, which has been required by Indian army. Then how do we cater the needs of export? Like even for the export, even whatever the inquiries are there in the market, it's very difficult. Now, if you see the rates of jawar or bajra or ragi, in fact, poor people are asking now or questioning that it was a poor people's food. But what happened? Like International Year of Millet and this celebration, and good part or the great part for the startups or the business or the industry, that it is generating a huge business, huge orders, huge inquiries. But the supply and demand is not equivalent. So demand is huge now, increasing. And again, thanks to our Prime Minister, that he's the real brand ambassador of promoting millets all over across the world. G20, again, India has set the precedent and benchmark to the world for being vegetarian, and more than 70 millet recipes. Even at White House, if you see the recipes, it was plant-based milletians, millet desert, millet khichdi, risotto. So everything was a millet. So demand and supply has to be reciprocating to each other. And I would appeal today to whoever is attending, definitely farmers or even the traders or the startups, definitely needs to get into the contract farming, or how do you increase the cultivation of millets so that the demand of the millets can be catered.
So thank you so much, ma'am, for inciting so many, insight about millet. And I'm sure this will reach the people who are thinking whether to get into millet business or not. I think the clear definition is coming from you. I'm very happy. I wanted to ask you a question, which is something related to the policies by the government and the support. Okay. So before I go, I'm trying to play your Monkey Bath video, with your permission, ma'am. Can I?
Yes, sir. Yes, sure.
Friends, this is the video which you are going to play, and this video is, our Honorable Prime Ministers talk about, Sharmila Oswal, Madam's great work. I think that's why we want to witnessing her achievement through this forum. Over to you, brother. Yes, ma'am. I will go on to the other question. Then I will. 1 minute. Volume. So I think we have some audio clenches. We will come back to ma'am. I will go on with your other question to you. I don't know. Should I need to ask this question, but it is my ego to ask you how the government policies is supporting for the millet. Okay, I am as a millet, entrepreneur. I am also doing, many work on millet around. Okay, I'm a little scared and afraid. 2023 is gone by. What will happen to millet? Whether the policy is going to support or the government going to policy is going to support in a larger extent. And I'm sure Modi's government, G20 being a presidential ship, they have invested so much of money to the entire world and created such a big voice around the millet. I'm sure how the policy is going to support once this millet gets over after 31st. Just give a light on that, ma'am.
If you see, the government has done tremendous, huge initiatives in the terms of policy. If you see for Indian Army, they have made it compulsion for the millet atta. This is one of the huge change of the policy, like from wheat and rice, they changed to the millet atta. Similarly, PLI scheme, I mean, the companies who are doing the business more than 2 crores, they are getting the 10% of subsidy and exemptions in the their the returns and the taxes. GST, if you see, it has come from 18% to 5%. If you see, I mean, on the ground, on the field level, all the people, I mean, who are into the millet business, they are getting a lot of subsidies. In fact, in coming times, I'm pretty sure that MSME, and especially like, let's say Maharashtra, it has MIDC, or Rajasthan has RICO, Rajasthan Industrial Development Corporation. Similarly, all over India, there are such corporations. So every state government is coming up with the particular schemes. PDS, it will also in the process of coming in the public distribution also. Recently, I'm been a part of the Odisha Millet Mission, also Assam Millet Mission. Now there we are starting this morning cereal nutrition. So ragi atta and making it fortified, and in the morning, the children, like how the midday meals are there. Similarly, we are doing this ragi nutrition cereal, in which, I mean, the children will be getting the nutrition for the whole day. So Odisha is doing amazing work, and they are self-help groups. They are doing amazing work again in the terms of selling, packaging, branding. Their day to day, I mean, the business, what scale I have seen is like going about 10 lakhs to 3 crores. I myself have witnessed that. So Odisha state government has its own state government's policies. Similarly, I think Tamil Nadu is having, Karnataka is having, Maharashtra is having. So even center of excellence. I mean, the state governments are coming up with the center of excellences like Rajasthan. Badmir, they have started with the Millet Research Center. Jodhpur, they have started the research center. Maharashtra, Solapur, the Sorghum Research Center. So everywhere, center of excellence in Maharashtra. Hyderabad, already IIMR is there. So, I mean, this way, there is a huge development in the terms of policy. So this morning nutrition cereal, even the processing units, these self-help groups who wants to do the work, there are a lot of people, there are a lot of ideas, there is a lot of established lean canvases, but how do you execute, how do you implement? So for that reason, government has come up with lot of ideation stages. If you see the Atal incubation, or if you see the Startup India, if you see DPIT schemes, there are so many, I mean, schemes, help, handholding, mentoring. I personally would like to acknowledge and applaud the Ministry of Agriculture, Farmers Welfare for the amazing work ministry is doing supporting the startups. Ministry of Commerce, APEDA. If you see in export now, recently World Food India event at Delhi, more than 500 countries were invited by APEDA to the forum, and all the startups who were there, they got all these B2B directly, and they were the all genuine buyers from overseas like US, UK, Canada, Bahrain, Gulf, Oman, Qatar, every country, and they were screened buyers from APEDA. They were being invited to WFI, and the B2B specifically were taken care by APEDA, and all these startups have got tremendous business. In fact, many of the beginners, they are estimating in 2024 minimum 25 to 30 crores of revenue for the 23 to 24 financial year. So APEDA is doing hugely handholding, mentoring for export. Ministry of Agriculture is giving tremendous support on ground. There are IIMR, NutriHub, they are also giving a lot of handholding for the startups. So from all sides, things are very positive. It's up to the entrepreneurs, it's up to the millet entrepreneurs to take it aggressively, work hard, smartly, not donkey work, but smartly. Because products are so much, particularly there are a lot of startups from South India. I want to share with you that if you're into this particular millets product, try to work on some innovations, some USP, because everybody will have the same product. Then there will be a lot of competition, lot of challenges. So you need to come up with the USP. You need to have that cultural diversity. Now, for example, G20 had 70 recipes. Now, it will not be that every recipe will be South Indian. So South India also needs to work on the taste of North India or West India. May it be a pizza, may it be a smoky barbecue, may it be a Mexican pizza, may it be a noodles, or may it be whatever the taste of momos. Like Odisha has a very popular millet momos. South India has, let's say, millet pongal, millet khichdi, or millet chakli, and a lot of things. But you will have to culturally diversify these products to the different tastes, so that you can cater the national market and you can cater the export markets as well.
Very inspiring, ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay. Now I wanted to get into the other very personal question to you. When I met you last time in the APEDA meeting in Delhi, so we had a very long chat about millet and millet, how do you set up the whole thing, for the millet business. Now, you are also, having the brand called, a Good Mom. I want to ask you one question. Are you a good mom first? Okay, what made you to, take a brand as a good mom? This is a question I would like to ask, ma'am. What do you?
Okay. So today I want to share with you that every mother or every father, whoever sending their children to school, everyday question is what to give in tiffin. So I am also not the exception to that. I am also being a mother. It was a always question that how to give healthy tiffins, because as you know, Indians have the tendency to follow the Western cultures. So when our children are studying in the convent schools, my son studied in Bishops. Now what happens is there is a culture of breads and sandwiches, and I wanted to come out of all that, and I always feel that it's not that mothers are only the good mom, it is the character. I have seen the fathers, I have seen the men, how beautiful they nourish, they cultivate, they give sanskars to their kids, and they are giving that upbringing to children. So good mom is a character, may it be a man or may it be a woman. So I wanted this, as a character, that every parent being a good mom. So it's a father, it's a mother, or even our prime minister. I feel that he's a good mom because he's promoting millets, he's promoting Shri Anna, he's promoting Annapurna. So he is good mom as well. So that's the reason why it is a good mom. And they, including prime minister, our railway minister, our all ministries, they started calling me millet mom, good mom, super mom, and this way our brand from One Organic, it got into good mom.
Ma'am, very inspiring. Now I acknowledge that you are a good mom. I'll appreciation for you myself. Okay. You also talked about, the kudumbam. Kudumbam is a consist of, the family structure. I think you are somewhere or other, you are trying to get the millet good product along with the good mom product in the name of good mom. I think that's a lot of sentimental connect I see. So with that, you're trying to, expose the best possible from your brand. Thank you very much, ma'am, sharing with us. Now, getting on to other important question. I don't know whether should I ask this forum or not, but still I wanted to ask you, is there a possibility? Is there a possibility where yeah, is there a possibility where this International Year of Millet 2023 can be extended for a years together? Because of I see a big transformation happen from the day one we started the year of millet January 1st. Today we are in the 90% we completed. We are going to end by next about 30 days time from now. But is there a possibility to extend, or there is no possibility? How you are the instrumental person, as you said, prime minister, and your connection to the to the country as well as the world. Is there a possibility to extend so that many people can get acknowledged with this? I'm sure we will make the healthy world. What, ma'am, I want to hear from you, ma'am.
Well, I'm a global citizen and I am a very proud Indian citizen. So I'm not having any connection or anything. But as a prudent layman and as a successful milletpreneur, and again getting into the export, again working very closely with APEDA, or being the part of the millet forum of APEDA, definitely this whole momentum is going to be continued, because so much, I mean, we have done in this year, and in 1 year it cannot be accomplished. And now that momentum has already been established, so it is not going to get over. Let me tell you, oats came, quinoa came, soya came, these were the all waves. It's came and gone, but they were foreign, they were not our own. Millet is our own ancient grain, it is our heritage grain, it is our dadima ka nuksa, it is a very proud Indian grain. So India is striving to be a global millet hub. So the journey has just begun. So officially, may it be continued as an International Year of Millet, even if it may not, but that momentum is not going to get stopped. Government is not going to stop. The policies are going to get, in fact, more and more millet friendly, more and more business friendly, millet business friendly. So I think all the milletpreneurs here should be very much keeping their hopes, aspirations high, that they are going to get a solid business. Only the thing is, do smart business and don't get carried away. Don't do any things which will just, get you into the soup, but be careful, because everybody is running behind it. You do smartly. So that is what is the message I would like to give, because it's like parents or hard earned money. which one should not put on like whole world is moving behind millets, so you just do millets. No, you better do proper R&D, because everybody is doing the same product. It's not going to work, let me tell you that, unless and until you have a very strong unique point, you have a something very smart agenda behind it, or something very different, because you need to work on it. So it cannot be the same thing what everybody is doing, so you need to work on it.
So thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much for inspiring about the millets. I'm sure, people are listening. I think I see there are about close to 3,800 people on the online watching, with the YouTube, and there are about close to 200 plus people are in the Zoom call. I think I want to pause for a minute. You have been talking for so long. I thought I want to give a pause for a minute, ma'am. This is my great pleasure to thank our sponsors, Narsus Coffee from Salem and Anil Brand from Dindikal and Tamil Nadu, for helping us to make this international, Millet Conclave 2023 in a best and successful manner. I take the opportunity to thank both the sponsors. Ma'am, I'm coming back to you again. Now, what are the struggles which you have come across as a millet entrepreneur? I'm sure your home, so many people would have spoken about this is not the right business to go. And other day, when I spoke to your, husband, your better half, he was also telling me about some story, some secret stories which we have both have shared, being the head of the department. I don't want to reveal this point in time. At the same time, I am sure people would have not encouraged you to become a millet entrepreneur. You tell me, many entrepreneur comes to me, being a ladies, many people comes to me for, starting the business. The biggest challenge there, the kind of support they get it from the family itself is not that up to the mark. Okay. So what is the message you want to give the people who want to start the millet business, ma'am? Over to you. I want to hear from your struggles and how you have come out of the struggles. Like to hear from you, ma'am.
That's what I repeatedly said, that don't get carried away. Anybody your next door must be doing very good. This passion, but passion bahut baar roti nahi deta hai. So it's like, even if you have passion, many times people say that if you're passionate, just get into it and then things are done. No, entrepreneurial journey is extremely difficult, extremely tough. Particularly my background, I come from a jewelry diamonds business. My mother's side, we are from Mumbai, Javeri Bazaar, or my husband, they were serving Shivaji Raja's family. So the royal jewelry. So imagine, I'm coming from a family who has served the, jewelry business for the royal kingdoms, even in Rajasthan, Bombay, and Satara. So after doing all these imagine my in-laws, when they see I am doing this Jawar Bajra and I'm on the farms and working with the farmers. So my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, somehow they were like never ever happy with my work, because they always used to see कि अरे इतना मेहनत करती है ये मिट्टी में, इतना सोने में करेगी तो अंबानी बन जाएगी overnight. So they always had this story, and but then I have an immense support of my husband, and the most important thing is, well, I do have passion, but at the same time I think being realistic is very important, because end of the day nobody is going to give you the bread and butter, nobody is going to give you roti. अपनी रोटी का जुगाड़ हमें खुद ही करना है, जिंदगी एक जुगाड़ है. सॉरी, थोड़ा हिंदी बोलना पड़ता है, बॉलीवुड का आदत डालो, उससे थोड़ा सा ठीक रहता है. So I tell you, and many people will come and they say, if you have passion, just leave everything. Well, there may be stories that with the passion they leave their successful careers and they get into it. So millet, very thinner margins. If you're in retail, okay, margin may be higher, but you know how modern trade, general trade, payment nahi aata, credit में मर जाता है इंसान, the market credit. So देखने का चीज जो है वो अलग है. What is been outside, it's not inside. And when you're doing bulk business, wholesale business, it's like margins are so thin. And now all the big companies are getting into it. Like if you see Britannia, ITC, all the big companies are, starting or getting into it. So now what is there with the startups? Now startup with the very limited capital, seed fund is not there, so much struggles is there. parents' provident fund, pension fund. I always feel don't take that risk. Take calculated risk. Calculated risk is very important, because if you blindly, just because millet year is there, you get into the millet business. No, sorry, I won't say that. I would say specifically with my experience, because I am here in this field last 20 years, on ground, working with the farmers, have their faith, trust with me. Because of that, supply chain management is strong, because supply chain management has to be very effective. Now, if you don't have any of these things, you just cannot do millet business, because it is a millet year, because everybody is talking about millet, because it is good for health. This thing would not help you for doing a successful business. Yes, along with passion, if you have a proper R&D, proper research and methodology, proper analyst, proper financial stability, proper calculated risk, feasibility, economics, viability, ROI. Okay, first 2 to 3 years, you will not earn anything. First 3 years, losses. But do you have that holding capacity? Okay. Now, when you're starting millet business, you need to keep in mind that I need to have that holding capacity, because let me share with you, whatever the millet startup started, out of them, so many, several of them have closed, because holding capacity is not there. So this is also a reality. One must keep in mind that everywhere you may find or see the goody things, but internal things you don't know. So you better get into it, that what are the actual business, what is the losses, or what is the ROI, or after 3 years, how is that break even, sustainability, survival. These things are very important when you are starting a business. And I'm saying that definitely motivating, that if you have that resilience, that strong holding capacity, no matter what, even if in 3 years you are not getting that into profit, but after that third year, fourth year, you will have that break even, you will start getting little profit, and then you will grow. So that is what is the entrepreneurial journey.
Right, ma'am. Thank you so much for enlightening so much. I have last two questions with you. The first question, people always compare with rice, because of that they're been to rice culture for food habits for about ages now, 45 years now. Now, the moment we promote more about millet, other things, they compare with the price. The price is almost two times, sometimes go to 3 times. So the price has to be a major threat for the growing the business or getting the business next level. Okay, what is the government policies or some anything is there to increase the cultivation to the best level? So I'm sure you agree with me, the cultivation goes multifold, the price will automatically come down. So what are the policies it is being structured for increasing the land for cultivating the millets in the country? So I would like to have the light on that, ma'am.
If you see, government is encouraging the farmers. If you see, there are a lot of programs which is coming up. If you see the finance minister, if you see the budget, everything is green economy, sustainability, millets. And to increase cultivation, definitely government is doing its best, but it will take time, because the PDS, if you see the MSP for wheat or rice, and since green revolution, that is 1960, everything has taken over, like rice and wheat has taken over to millets. So now again we are going back to the times. So slowly now, because this 23 so much happening with G20, and we have created always this strong image for millets. Now government is definitely going to have that strong phase 2. I think part 1 has already started in 23, but 24, 25, definitely there are a lot of programs for farmers, capacity building for farmers, so that the cultivation will increase. It's all in the process and in the pipeline. You will see, I think, very soon.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you very much for the confidence. I'm sure we can also strongly tell all our farmers, especially from South India, where there are a lot of lands are empty because of the scarcity of water. I think millet is one of the solutions for the places where the scarcity of water is there. I think with your input,
but Mr. Sundar, I
encourage
want to add here that
yeah,
because South India is the right land, it's like I call it as not only the Kerala God's country, but whole South India is a God's country. All rich gods are settled in South India. Please send some God to Mumbai, Pune also. I'm telling you. So even the millet being Sri Anna is also in South India. All elephants are in South India. Our Mogra jasmine is in South India. Everything. I'm wearing this, I always feel maybe in last birth, I may be a South Indian because I love South Indian. Everything, the food and everything. So I want to tell you that, South Indian farmer need not wait for the government because there is a huge demand, and farmers should definitely get into the more and more cultivation, contract farming. In fact, we ourselves are having our own farmers clusters. We are very much interested if there are any farmers who would want to have the hand holding capacity building program, or maybe somebody to be with them as a partner or in the contract farming. We are very happy. Today I will appeal, whoever farmers are there, please connect with us. We will support you, and we will give you the assured market. We will give you the assured even MSP, the premier MSP, premium rates for the millets. So we want the farmers to cultivate, to grow millets. We ourselves are going to do the largest procurement from the farmers. So South Indian farmers, please don't wait for the government to come. Already the market size is big. So no need to wait, So procurement, then market, then the linkages, everything is growing. Definitely business is there, especially for the bulk or especially for the B2B.
So thank you very much, ma'am. I think rightly said two things from this answer. One is you talked about the contract farming. I think we will help you to get the farmers who are wanting to work with the one commitment from our side, saying that I am willing to grow the way you want, the quality way, but is there somebody who can take my product? That's what you are trying to also address this problem.
I
Suppose
want to
if,
tell you today, with our
yeah,
own farmers clusters, our own contract farming, presently what we do, after
yeah.
having 1,200 tons of millets, still we are having scarcity of our demand. We are not having the sufficient quantity with us. So we are definitely wanting to increase our capacity. So we are welcoming South India farmers, and we would like to associate, and nowadays world is of JVs. So we are open for this JV, joint ventures. So we will take care of the markets, linkages, e-commerce or the selling platform, and no need to worry that if I cultivate, who will take it? So no need to worry about that. We will be doing that assured business with you.
I'm sure, ma'am, we work on that. The message to the farmer who are listening to this conversation, the message is loud and clear, saying that don't worry about your marketing, your agri-produce. There are somebody like, Sharmila Ashwan, ma'am, is there to help you to take all your products, all your produce, and she's also assuring the best price. That is very, very important. I think that is where the disconnect we have for the
So you
agri-produce.
have a Shah Rukh Khan of millets now. Main hoon na.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And I wanted to share one good thing about ma'am. In the world, okay, in Tamil Nadu, we are sitting in Tamil Nadu and operating out of here. Okay, in Tamil Nadu, all 7 millets what we climb in the country, there's a the soil which is there in Tamil Nadu, we can grow all millets. That is the fantastic soil we have. Apart from the soil which is there, about 24 good soil around the Tamil Nadu, all millet can grow in a way it is supposed to be. That is the fantastic news which I have wanted to share with you. Tamil Nadu is blessed, and as you told me, you are acknowledging that all the gods we have, we will also send all the gods to you also. Let's create prosperity among the country, and I think that is where we can impact the world too. Okay, thank you so
You
much, ma'am.
have the maximum sona, you have maximum gold, and on the top of that, another millet as a gold also you have. So you are like, you are the richest.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Last question. The good ma'am, how many product you have? What is the variety of the product? What are the product if you are doing extremely well? Could you please throw on the light? What is the number
Products
one, number two,
wise,
number three?
yeah, products wise, we have more than 200 products. So in that, our primarily the focused ones, in particularly millet segment, definitely millet noodles, millet pasta, millet crackers, then millet this puffs, millet popcorn, millet rotis. So these are the popular ones.
So, ma'am, thank you very much for the inspiring journey of Sharmila Aswal. Now, all of us, along with me, the people who are in the call, witnessing across the global, I see about close to 17 countries is watching your journey. Definitely, people would have got inspired about your journey to get into the millet business. That's where I'm coming to the event, ma'am. So finally, the one word to the world saying that should I need to get into milletpreneur or not? This is the final word I want from you. Still, I am the cat on the wall. Madam is saying something. She is successful. She can say so many things. But I am a startup. I am the entrepreneur. Do I have the opportunity? Or I put it this way, I am not a commercial entrepreneur. I wanted to have the passion saying that I want to give back to the society. I want to do something too for the society, for well-being of the people. That exactly my passion is all about. Can I get into millet business, ma'am, please?
Yeah, I mean, if you have that liking, if you have that determination, if you have that, we call it as a junoon, the jazba that, so much deep within. So if that self-discovery is done, that this is what the pathway through which I am going to achieve the holistic, purpose, or I'm going to serve the national health agenda, or I'm going to help the communities, I'm going to leave the larger impact to the society, then certainly why not? End of the day, for you, that bread and butter, that rosy roti, to mil hi jayega. You may not become a Ambani or Tata overnight in millets. Maybe it will take 5 years, 10 years down the line, but at least you will be able to survive. So, doing anything, there is definitely nothing can stop you. Being milletpreneur journey is very exciting, and now all the situations, all the circumstances are in your favor. Government is so much like, I think India is the privileged country. I mean, we are all privileged to have such a prime minister or such a ministry that so much we are getting help for the millets. And South India, I call millet is like originally, let's say, the maximum authority of South India. So I think you should definitely take leverage of the thing. New innovations should be done. Should not repeat the same thing. Like, let's say everybody is doing millet noodle, pasta, pizza, whatever. So you should come up with the new innovations, or maybe, let's say, even in millet cookies. Till today, that taste of, let's say, the another Mari biscuit or another cookies or another, many people, they say that after having the bajra cookie or jawar cookie or millet cookie, the taste is very sour. Taste is yet not they are able to adjust. So why not to work on the taste? Why not to work on the shelf life? Why not to work on the better yumminess and tastiness? So that is the whole challenge, is what one needs to work on it, so that the day by day, year and year, millet category can get it in a very nourished and in a very nicer way, tasty and yummy. Means healthy be, tasty be, yummy be.
Healthy be, tasty be, yummy be. Thank you very much. Your nice words, ma'am. I really got inspired from your journey and your insights. And the good news, we are waiting from the government to you saying that, the millet year. We hope that we pray all the gods because of you also. We acknowledge that all the gods are here in the South India. I'm sure with the good office of Prime Minister, the millet year can be extended so that the impact can continue for some more time, so that we can also build the healthy India and a healthy world. Madam, thank you so much for sharing. I will strongly come back to with my millet, farmers with the contract manufacturing. And please tell us how many acres you'd like to have. We will also sit together. You please visit to Tamil Nadu once. We will go around and show the farmer community. For one word from you, one commitment from you indirectly, I'm sure many people will come forward and support. You take care of the marketing this side, they'll be taking care of the production this side. This is the way we can give the enlightenment for the farmers to the next level. This is exactly which I am wanting to ask this forum, to help us out, and let's exchange the north and south connection well. This is where we can also build lot of, farmers community to beneficial out of the whole thing, right? So this program, we are also invited so many farmer community. They'll be coming and talking on 7th and 8th days. So they were also going to talk what is the, produce we have, how we are going to, sell, what exactly we are looking at. So those farmers list, I will connect you directly so that we will have the linkages through this program, this platform. We will also ensure that some big business opportunity which we create. That's the objective of this entire program we work on. So thank you very much for joining with us, ma'am. Very inspiring story. I met you in person. The moment I met you, I really fell in love with you. The kind of passion you have in millet. I think some of the inspirations come from you. Then we started very aggressively here, ma'am. Thank you very much for joining with us. May God bless all the success. And let's look forward to see you again, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Namaskaram and Jai Hind.
Namaskaram, ma'am. We will get your gold record certificate. Love to come and see you at your place and hand over to you. That's
Sure.
a wish and prayer I have, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining with us.
Thank you. Jai
Okay.
Hind.
My dear friends, we have listened to the story of the millet woman of the country and how she has succeeded, how she has got the award from the Prime Minister's office, identified her hard work, and what are the journey, how are the obstacles she has proved herself as the millet woman of the country. We are very proud, very happy to have her on board today.